I fell in love with Tasmania, the nature, the wildlife, and everything what Tasmania offers. You can see beautiful trees, beautiful waterfalls, an abundance of animals. You literally can't find anything similar back in Switzerland or somewhere else in the world. My parents-in-law, for example, they don't want to go home again, which is sometimes a bit difficult because when you have your parents-in-law with you and they stay for 10 weeks, you wish that they're gonna leave at some stage again. Tasmania has a really big array of different landscapes to offer.
Over 25% of the state is protected in Tasmanian Wilderness World Heritage Area. The West Coast is one of the longest stretches of uninterrupted sea in the world. Through the Midlands is drier and we get into open eucalypt forests. On the East Coast we've got absolutely stunning beaches.
Coming to Tasmania, it has only 500,000 people living here.
So there's quite large tracts of Tasmania that there is no people living in. That allows you to immerse yourself into the environment. It's a very relaxing place to travel. I've had tours, normally a small group, being in the forest, and I'll say to people, just be quiet and listen to the forest. Don't speak for 5 minutes. There's people who've lived in cities have never heard silence before, or just natural sound, which is the wind in the trees or the birds. But there's no man-made sound. On tour, we regularly see wallabies and Tasmanian paddymelons. We see wombats, particularly on Maria Island, up close and very personal. You'll see a quoll, either an eastern quoll or a spotted tail quoll. If you're lucky, you'd see a Tasmanian devil. It's a joy for most people to see these things. The Tasmanian devil is in crisis with a facial tumour disease. Devils are very social and they actually bite each other. The facial bites was spreading the tumour. In Tasmania we've got a program called Save the Devil, where they're captive breeding devils and they're now looking very close to contain it, if not stop them getting it.
When we have a private tour running, we adopt a Tasmanian devil for every party that is on that tour, which helps the Tasmanian devil to survive for future generations. Premier Travel Tasmania caters for mainly people with a mature age.
They want a high quality experience, but they also want to know a little bit more in depth about what they're seeing.
Tours that we offer cover a lot of different aspects in Tasmania. That ranges from the history to the culture, obviously the foodie place, which Tasmania is very well known for. We get them into beautiful restaurants, bring them out to the oyster farms.
Very spectacular scenery, lots of reasons to come here on holiday.
We have a pool of about 15 guides that have different interests and different fields of knowledge.
I've been guiding for quite some time. I can point out the interesting things that you would not normally see if you're guiding yourself or you're going on a bus tour of 50 people. I took a retired forester on a tour. He specifically wanted to see the Huon pine. He was in his late 80s, he wasn't particularly mobile, and as we walked along, we were the slowest people by far. Afterwards we were having a cup of coffee and he thanked me for what I'd shown him and spoken to him about, and he said that on that particular tour he'd had an education whereas everyone else had just had a walk.